Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Shinobazu, your gaming anime ninja, and welcome to day 9 of your 30 days of Shino. If you watched the previous episode, then you might notice that it seems as if I'm the exact same place as day 8 was. That's because I am. I'm basically recording both of these videos back to back. So, I spoke a little bit about date 8 just a little while ago, but now I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about my day today. And it was crazy. I went home. I streamed last night after I ended my stream on time, but then realized that I had a bunch of things to do. The reason for that is I had a panel that was set to go at about 2:30 p.m. today at a local gaming convention called GameACon here in Las Vegas. Big ups to them for asking me to come out and speak. They basically just asked me to come out to speak about my experiences being a Twitch streamer, and asked if I can give some tips. So I didn't have the full time that I normally have, but I just kind of brought all my materials for my So You Want to Be a Twitch Streamer panel, and kind of went there and just answered as many questions as I could from there. It was a lot of fun, great turnout, especially for such short notice, and there's a lot of memes to be had with it. There was a little bit of an incident with them setting up my name properly, or I guess when they put me on the speakers list. Essentially, the long story short is I accidentally sent them the wrong photo. So they ended up using quite a funny photo for me letting people know that I'd be at the conference. But everybody noticed the photo and it stood out to them, and it made them want to come check out the panel to see who was responsible for it. So it worked out for the best for sure. Um, that being said, I planned on streaming, going to sleep, waking up at around 12, and then getting there around 2 to be ready by 2:30 for my panel. But then a friend of mine told me that she was going to be having her panel at the convention out of the blue the night before. I asked her if she could do a panel as well, which would be happening at 1. So everything I had planned got pushed up by an extra hour and a half. And then on top of that, I realized that a bunch of my cameras and other devices, all of their storage was full. So I needed to transfer a bunch of data, which is about 128 gigs, which takes a decent amount of time if you're not using all of the most high end of equipment. So I had a lot to do. I ended up not going to sleep till about 7:30. Waking up around 11:30 and getting to the event about 1:30, right in the middle of my friend's panel. So I was still there to support her, but a little bit late. But I was at least there in time to set up for my panel and everything else. It was actually kind of funny because there was a line of people actually set to go to my panel, but the convention was concerned because I didn't check in the day before. I didn't go for the first day of the con, and it was getting 1:30 is pretty close to my panel, and I haven't even checked in yet. So they're actually sending him an email, saying like, hey, you plan to come out to do a Twitch panel. You said you'd be able to be here. We're just wondering, like, if you're still here, if you're still coming, or what's going on. And, like, right as he was sending the email from his device, and, like, he had, the group of people out front waiting for me at the registration, I just kind of walked up, and it was like, so what's going on? It's like, well, as soon as he gets here, we'll let you guys know. Right now, the panel's still scheduled for 2:30. We'll announce over the megaphone if anything changes, and I'm just like, hi, hello. I was like, how can I help you today, sir? I was like, well, my name's Miles. I'm the speaker. I'm here for the How to Be a Twitch Streamer panel. Then everyone's like, oh, well, here he is, guys. And it's like, hey, how you guys doing? So that was actually a lot of fun. It was kind of interesting. They're really concerned the panel wasn't gonna happen, but I was like, nah, I'm here, just in time. All Might style. Everything is fine now. Why? For I am here. Nah, but all that being said, I didn't get much sleep last night. I also had a friend's birthday I wanted to go and just briefly attend just for the meal tonight. And of course, I had my friend's panel, my panel, and then everything else in between. So as you can tell, I've been quite a bit busy. So with that in mind, I wanted to kind of, I guess, tell you guys you're going to be busy. If you're working and you're streaming and you're going to school, or if you have kids and doing anything else, if you're doing any more than 3 things, streaming being one of those 3 things, like work, streaming, school, work, streaming, kids, work, streaming, family, you're going to be busy. So just be sure to pace yourself. I'm going to make some food right now to make sure that I'm like healthy enough to continue to stream. I was debating on starting my stream late, but I think what we'll do is we'll just we'll start on time and then maybe just end a little bit early if I'm feeling extremely exhausted. I'm also going to grab a Red Bull to try to maybe get myself through it. But one of the most important things about this is to pace yourself. I make an exception for this because it's convention. So obviously conventions are a little bit more hectic than normal weekends. But the most important reason for why you want to pace yourself is you want to make sure you don't burn yourself out. Um, Streaming for a lot of people, especially on, will be seen as like the least important thing. That's just understandable if you're working or going to school or things like that, or if you got family. If you got work, family, and stream, obviously will probably end up being the least important, just in like major priorities. So, do your best to manage yourself and give yourself, pace yourself, give yourself time to do everything properly, so you don't burn yourself out, so you don't ever feel like you need to have to drop anything. I think it's really important. I think that's also one of the reasons why, like when I tell people, I think the minimum they should stream is 3 days a week if they're going for partner and affiliate, but the max they should be streaming is 6. Is again, you want to make sure you don't burn yourself out, keep yourself well paced, well rested, well fed, and things like that, so that you can keep going. For those of you guys wondering why, with me saying you shouldn't stream more than 6 days a week, I'm going to be streaming 7, or basically for 30 days straight. The reason for that is, one, I've been doing this over a year. I know myself, I know how to pace myself, and I know what I need to do to make sure I can get through the month while streaming. I've had a lot of preparation leading into this month to make sure a lot of things were taken care of, so that I could still be able to get some relaxation in while still streaming every single day for the next 30 days. So it only comes with a year of experience that I'm even attempting to do something like this, and even then I'm still making sure I manage my burnout well, to make sure taking moments like this to simply relax, lay down, even though I'm still talking to you guys, to recuperate so that I can continue to stream and things like that. But yeah, that's just gonna be the day 9. Make sure you pace yourself, relax, and do it right. I'm actually gonna go eat my food because it should be getting out of the oven just now, and while I'm eating, we're gonna edit this video. Looks like that's my family here to let me know that my food's ready. So I will see you guys in just a moment, but until next time, my name is Shino Bazu, your gaming anime ninja. This has been day 9 of your 30 days of Shino. Remember guys, pace yourself. See you guys later. Deuces.